My girlfriend left her Instagram open. I saw a DM that read, "He'll never know." I replied, "You're right. He won't. Because he's already gone." Then I logged out, packed her things, and left the key on her pillow. My name's Cody. I'm 34. I live, or used to live, in Wilmington, North Carolina. Moved down here from Maryland 6 years ago for work at the port. I work in shipping and receiving. Nights mostly. It's not glamorous, but it pays well and I like the quiet. I met Nicole at a backyard barbecue a little over 4 years ago. My buddy Mike invited me. She was friends with his wife. She wasn't the loudest in the group, but she stood out. She had this quiet smile and these sharp, clear eyes. She laughed at dumb jokes but didn't fake it. That's what got me. She felt real. We started slow. Coffee dates, walks around Greenfield Lake, late-night phone calls. She was in school for nursing at the time, working part-time at a local plant nursery. I was working nights at the time too, so we made it work. Shared a lot of fast food dinners in my old truck. Talked about the future, kids, a little house with a fence. All that stuff that sounds cliché until it's your life. About a year and a half in, we moved in together. Got a townhouse near Carolina Beach Road. Rent wasn't too bad. I handled most of the bills since I was full-time and she was still finishing school. I didn't mind. That's what partners do, right? She graduated last year and got a job at New Hanover Regional Medical Center. Nights, same as me. So we didn't see each other much. We had this routine, we'd leave notes for each other, quick texts when we had a second. I thought it was working. I really did. That night, it was a Thursday, I got off a long shift early. About 3:45 a.m. I came in quiet. Didn't want to wake her if she was sleeping. The TV was off but I saw her phone glowing on the arm of the couch. Screen still lit up. It was open to Instagram. I went to plug it in so it wouldn't die. That's when I saw it. A message at the top. He'll never know. My chest tightened. I froze. Thought maybe it was spam or a friend joking around. But I tapped it. It was a message thread with a guy named Travis. Some pretty boy with a truck in all his pics. One of those try-hard types. They had a whole thing going. I scrolled up. Weeks worth of messages. He sent her a shirtless pic. She sent one back, one I never saw before. Then talk about meeting up at his place this time. I just stood there holding the phone. My mind went blank. No yelling. No crying. I just sat down on the edge of the couch and stared at it for a long time. Then I typed back to him. You're right. He won't. Because he's already gone. I logged out, set the phone down exactly where it was, and stood up. Still calm. Too calm, really. I went upstairs and started packing. But not my things. Hers. Every bit of her clothes, her makeup, her chargers, her favorite hoodie. I folded them up, packed them neatly into her 2 big suitcases. Grabbed every single thing she had in that house, even her damn hair straightener. All of it. I put the suitcases by the door. Then I walked back upstairs. Took the key off my ring. Set it on her pillow. I didn't leave a note. I didn't text her. I didn't even slam the door. I walked out. Just like that. After I left, I drove straight to my buddy Dave's place. He lives on the other side of town, closer to Leland. I didn't say much when I showed up, just, got a couch? He didn't ask questions. He saw my face and knew. I stayed there for a week. During that time, I didn't check my phone. Turned it off. I didn't want to see any messages. I didn't want to feel anything. I just needed to not exist for a minute. When I finally turned my phone back on, there were 53 messages. 18 missed calls. Most of them were from Nicole. A few were from mutual friends. I didn't answer any of them. The last message she sent was, "I don't know what you saw, but I swear it's not what it looks like." That line, like it came from a damn script. Not what it looks like. I saw the pictures. I saw the timestamps. I saw how she said, "I miss you already," after a night shift. She wasn't talking to me. A week later, I went back to the townhouse to grab the rest of my stuff. The landlord knew what was up and let me in while she was at work. I cleared everything out in a couple hours. But I left one thing behind. A printed screenshot of that DM, "He'll never know." I left it taped to the fridge. Right next to the grocery list she left last week. I thought that would be the end of it. Move on. Let her figure out her mess. But then she showed up at my job. That's where things got worse. She waited by the employee parking lot at 11 p.m. sharp. I saw her standing next to her car like nothing was wrong. Like we were just gonna talk it out. I walked right past her. She followed. "Cody, please. Just talk to me." I stopped. Looked her dead in the eye. "You cheated. What's left to talk about?" "It wasn't like that," she said, and her voice cracked like she was about to cry. "It was just. I was lonely. We never saw each other. I made a mistake." "You made repeated mistakes," I said. "With a guy named Travis who sends shirtless selfies." She didn't say anything. I turned to leave again, and she grabbed my arm. And that's when she said it. "It didn't mean anything. I still love you." Something in me snapped. I leaned in close and said, low and steady, "Then you've got a real twisted way of showing love." I pulled my arm away and walked off. Didn't look back. Thought that was the end of it. But Nicole? She wasn't done. Not by a long shot. After that night in the parking lot, I figured Nicole would move on. She got caught, I disappeared, we had our little confrontation, end of story. But I should have known better. Some people don't like losing control. Especially when they're the ones who broke it in the first place. 2 days later, I got called into HR at work. They said someone made an anonymous complaint about me. Said I was acting erratic, bringing personal drama into the workplace, and threatening behavior. At first, I laughed. I thought it was a mix-up. I've been at that job 5 years and never had a single issue. But the HR lady didn't smile. She said, "We're not accusing you of anything, Cody. But we have to follow up. You understand?" Of course I understood. I sat there, stone-faced, while they asked if I'd had any problems with coworkers. Any conflicts. I denied it all. Because it was all a damn lie. When I got back to my locker, I checked my phone. Sure enough, new messages from Nicole. "You think you can just leave like that and not even talk to me? You're not who I thought you were. You want war, fine." That last one made my blood go cold. She wasn't sad. She was angry. And worse, she was getting vindictive. I didn't reply. I stayed quiet. I kept my head down and did my job. HR never brought it up again. Maybe they realized she was full of it. Maybe they just didn't want a fight. Either way, they let it go. But Nicole didn't. A week later, I started getting texts from people I hadn't talked to in years. Old friends. Family even. All asking me the same question, "Did you really hit her?" I was stunned. My first reaction was laughter, like real, gut-shot laughter, because it was so insane. But then I saw her post. Nicole went online. Made a vague post on Facebook about getting out of an abusive relationship. Said she was scared. Said she was finding her strength again. No names. But she didn't have to name me. We'd been together 4 years. Everyone knew who she was talking about. I was furious. But I kept my mouth shut. I didn't post anything. Didn't message her. Didn't even deny it publicly. Not yet. Instead, I started watching her. Quietly. Carefully. I made a burner account. Nothing fancy. Just enough to follow her and Travis without getting blocked. And it didn't take long to find something interesting. She posted a photo of them together. Not on her main page. In her story. Just a quick flash, her on his lap, both laughing, drink in hand. The timestamp? 2 days after she came crying to my job, begging for forgiveness. That's when it hit me. She wasn't just mad I left. She was pissed because I didn't give her a chance to manipulate me back. So now she wanted to control the story. Make me the bad guy. Ruin my name so she wouldn't have to carry the weight of what she did. That's when I stopped being sad. And started thinking about revenge. Not petty revenge. Not keying her car or blasting her online. I wanted to end her lies so bad she couldn't spin her way out of it. And I had just the plan. The hardest part of getting real revenge isn't the planning. It's the waiting. You have to stay quiet. You have to let them feel safe, like they won. That's the part that burns. But if you can wait, you can destroy someone without laying a hand on them. Nicole thought she had me cornered. She thought she could lie, twist the story, get sympathy from strangers and turn my own friends against me. But she forgot one thing: I knew her better than anyone else did. She loved attention. Validation. That phone was like her lifeline. She posted everything, every girls' night, every cocktail, every hike she pretended to enjoy. She lied with smiles and filters. So I let her keep lying. Let her keep posting. Meanwhile, I was building my case. I saved screenshots from her DMs with Travis. All of them. Every flirt, every plan, every late night, he'll never know. I had timestamps from when she said she was working late, but was actually out. I had the screenshot of my final message to Travis, and even the photo she posted with him while pretending she was afraid of me. I also reached out to an old friend of hers, Marcy. We weren't close, but she always liked me more than Nicole. We got to talking. I didn't tell her everything, just enough to raise eyebrows. Turns out, Nicole had done something like this before. Back in college. Different guy, same story. Cheated, got caught, played the victim. So now I had a pattern. Now I was ready. First, I printed everything. A full file folder, labeled, organized, with dates and details. I made 3 copies. One for the hospital HR department, anonymous drop. One for her parents. And one for her. The one for her? I hand-delivered it. I waited until I knew she was working a day shift. Walked into the hospital lobby like I had every right to be there. Left the envelope at the front desk with her name on it. Inside, I wrote one line: "This is everything you tried to hide. Let's see how well you can lie when the facts are louder than your mouth." Then I walked away. No drama. No yelling. Just quiet, heavy truth. By that evening, the fallout started. A friend from the hospital messaged me. Said there were whispers Nicole was under investigation. Someone had dropped off a file about unprofessional conduct and false abuse claims. I didn't ask for details. I already knew. 2 days later, Nicole's Facebook was gone. Instagram too. Just vanished. Then I got a message from her number. One I hadn't seen since she accused me of abuse. Why are you doing this to me? I didn't answer. Didn't have to. But then I got one more text. You're just as cruel as I was. And maybe she was right. Because I didn't just want to leave. I wanted her to feel small. To feel helpless the way she made me feel when she lied and twisted the truth and smiled while doing it. I wanted her to know that when you betray someone who loved you, you don't just lose them, you lose every good thing that came with them. I don't know if she lost her job. I don't care. I just know she stopped being able to wear the mask. I still think about her sometimes. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss the girl I thought she was. But that girl never existed. And the man I was when I loved her? He's gone too. For good.